Hello everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Now I'm getting ready to get into the swing of things with this game some more today. Let's see what we got going here tonight. Let's see what we're going on. Alright. I hope I'm almost done with doing this. I mean, I could use a break right about now. I use a break from this and start going back on the main quest. Get back on track with that. And there's the Sealies again. Dang, that thing's huge. Wow. Hello there. What's that over there? Proceed to visit Lieutenant Azevedo to purchase new gear. Okay, that's who I'm going. Okay. Just want to see what this looks like.
It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility.
You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough. But I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need?
Man. Man, really? Let's start this over. You didn't even get to hear what. Of course, Sarah had to start talking because I want to talk to somebody. Let's load this back up again one more time. So I was trying to hear what that dude was saying to me. Well, I can say she better not talk again. What's that, a Terramorph? Yep. That's what I think it is.
It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility.
You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough.
Damn it, she talked again. Okay, next time I will not talk. Okay. Okay. She talks again before I talk to this guy. Gonna let her finish up, then I'll talk to that dude. Because I do not like that. Because like I'm trying to listen to one conversation when someone else starts a conversation with you. Like, really?
It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility. But someone has to deal with the fact that the Terramorphs have resurfaced.
Goddamn planet.
No, there we go.
Romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need?
What's wrong with Mars?
Nothing. I love having to take a toothbrush to every crate they drag in here. Now, you gonna tell me what you need, or can I get back to my work?
I was just looking for supplies.
You project personnel? Supplies are for project personnel only. Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there. Don't think it's a controversial belief that the UC should spend its money on its own people first, rather than doling out credits to pilots from God knows where. But, considering the evidence before me, I guess the program's not a total waste. So, what you did for New Atlantis, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I hope your family was all right.
Both came through okay. One science division, others an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, I would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed?
I get the sense this isn't the first time you worked in this place. Is that right?
That's correct. Ran logistics for the Devils for years before getting the assignment here. Military logistics isn't usually thrilling work, but as bone-crushingly exhausting as this job could be, it sure as hell was never dull. Coordinating habitats for nightmares from the far side of Lantana 8B and their favorite breathing snack foods? Sure, why not? Stocking the UC for a rancher who's got 2,000 grade A kilos of biomass he can ship to Mars per week? We call days like that Tuesday. So when I heard things might be opening up again, I put in for my transfer immediately.
What do you think about this new project taking on the Terramorphs?
If anyone can pull off something as downright lunatic as that, it's these people. And I'll make sure they've got all the supplies they might need to make it a reality.
Let me see what you got.
No
for sale.
more reliable hardware in the galaxy.
Let's see, spacesuits. I'll take that one there, I think. There's no way which. Let's see, what else do you got? Apparel. I'll take that one. Let's see, okay. Let's see what else do you got here. Oh, an amped bar. Vampire's gift. I'll take this, this, and this. I'll take all the ammo. I'm gonna take this one and I'll take this one right here. Take this one, and I'll take this one here. Oh, that's what I want right there too. Let's see, helmets. I'm keeping that. Sell these two right here. Yeah, these are all the ones I just bought. Actually, I think I found that one. Yeah, I believe I found that off one of those one guys. Let's see, what else do I got that I can sell? Actually, I think I got these from, yeah, I don't want to take the, I don't want to give him those.
Hello.
It was a pleasant change of scenery.
Now that one suit I have is over in the other place. Actually, what I might do is I might put these, like these two suits, I'll put them in a different place. What's that doing in here? Take that out of there. Yeah, which one? Let's see, this is 20. How much damage does that one do? 215. I'll put this one up then. No, we're okay, so we're gonna go back to the other. Let's see, skills. Inventory. Well, I still need to put something. You know what? What I might do, I might just take away this suit for now. I want to see how those other suits measure up to that. I'll put this back on later. Alright, let's go.
Prepare for liftoff.
Orbital insertion completed.
Alright, now I want to go this way. Toloman. Or Toloman.
Oh, I never get tired of that.
Attention vessel, you have entered restricted space. Please respond. This world is off limits. You are advised to jump to safe harbor immediately. Let me check my logs. Alright, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
I hope they don't land me without my spacesuit on. I hate when they do that sometimes.
Beginning landing cycle.
Okay, cool.
Need something?
Oh no, I gotta go over here. That's right. Now I remember. It's too bad they won't let you slide out.
This planet. This is more my speed. Oh, I could hike here for a while.
You! Inside the barriers! Double time! You with the Xeno unit? You're heading to command. Far end of the compound.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser. Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit. Commander Hatum. I'm no need for introductions, Major Sinon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission. So I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Understood. Can you tell us what we're going to be... Can you tell us what we're going to face out there?
Terramorphs, and plenty of them. Outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
Okay. You wouldn't even send a rescue party?
We are unwanted guests on this planet, and, as a rule, I don't put my people in any more risk than is absolutely necessary. We've got it hard enough out here. So, no, there will be no cavalry sweeping into the rescue.
Okay. Vivek just bombed this place? Why would he do that?
The initial Terramorph outbreak that overran Londinian during the tail end of the Colony War came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Ve Victus decided more definitive action was merited. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ships could leave the city, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20 years have only made Londinian more hostile, not less. So my people will not be coming for you out there. Understood?
Understood, ma'am. Don't expect backup.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
You can pinpoint the location of these samples all the way from here.
Pinpoint's a bit strong.
The equipment will be able to get us a rough location of any acceptable samples in the scan area. It'll be up to you, Kaiser, and I to find the things.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Alright. I want to do this real quick. Where's all my, store some of these, like, other weapons on there, stuff I don't really need at the moment.
Transfers complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to my...
Oh wow. My first legendary.
Why are you bothering to carry all that junk?
don't trust what the voices tell you.
I'll just keep that one on me for now. See, where's those weapons at? I want to try and use this gun. I ain't got to use any of them yet. I don't think. Alright, here it goes. Well, actually, you know what? Let me give me that. Let me get that one thing of mine out instead of that. Where is it at now? I want to see how this thing, this thing right here works.
All set on your gear?
Yeah.
Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, just
Wait, are you nervous?
pre-mission jitters. You hear about a place for so long, it maybe gets bigger in your head than it should be. But you don't need to worry about me. I'll be all right. Now, are we doing this or not?
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
That's damn right we are. Come on, let's get out there. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Okay.
Right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
I'm glad you're handling the messy work.
Shit. These things, they're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the morph controlling them. Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Actually, let me... Nope, can't use that one on here. I'll use this one here for now. Then I'll use this one. There we go. I'll take that just to sell it. Okay. I'm guessing that's everything in here.
Morphs! Open fire!
Oh boy.
Stop! Don't shoot! We're friendly!
Oh, that's them things. Oh wait, that's the bottom. Shooting the wrong thing. Oops. Hope check. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Are there any others that I'm missing? Well, that's the robot making that noise. It's just Kaiser. Okay, that's one. Let's see, how much do I get? Okay, I got a little bit. Okay, just got that one up there and then I'm done. Good. Well, that's all that I need.
All Achilles samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Alright.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
We've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Okay. Where are we going? Over that way? Let's see. Aid. Yeah, I'll use this one first. Actually, hold on a second. Where is... I can't store that. What if I do this? No, I can't. Crap. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. Somebody's in there right now. Great. So let's see. Missions, power.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel. All these leeches.
Leeches.
What's keeping you things warm?
Yeah, there we go. That's what I want right there.
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
It's only two or more. Oh shit.
Oh my God. The heat leeches
Oh,
are
man.
terramorphs.
But no, it can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means terramorphs. Oh my God.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
What does this mean for the plans to clean up the terramorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Aciles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
This feels like a pretty major discovery.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Given what we just witnessed, it's certainly plausible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Where are we going now? Through this door, I guess? Yep. Actually, I'm gonna do this real quick because I want to make sure that my mic's audio works while I'm in a. Okay. I'm back in the party chat again once more.
Engaging.
Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploading them myself.
Let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands.
Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I think it means the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attack in New Atlantis.
Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
But didn't you say this plant can't grow anywhere but here?
At least, I didn't think it could. But maybe if we're right about this, someone found a way.
I thought the timings of those Terramorphs showing up was suspicious.
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
I think I know who.
Can't believe it.
I've got some ideas, but it's far from responsible to just start hurling accusations.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport.
The entrance is this way. I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning, priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning, emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those
explains
soldiers
it.
in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
The test transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
Where's it at? Okay, right there.
Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk.
What, do I gotta talk to her? Yep.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
That's certainly how I interpreted it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
cold-blooded murderer?
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Mm-hmm. Adrian, your father, he's still alive. You see have been keeping him prisoner.
Now's not the time to joke like that, all right? No, that's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death. My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what, an advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
He's alive. Victus is still alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger. The man is a criminal. How could the UC do something so foolish?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. But wait, if my father's alive and knew about the Lazarus plant, what do you think the chances are he was involved in the attacks?
It's the only lead we've got.
And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
So you're telling us that the
exactly.
attack on New Atlantis was Ve Victus's responsibility, just like the loss of Londinium? That's insane.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see, where is... Let's see. Let's get going.
Kaiser, try it now.
Unlock successful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled. What the hell? Is that the sample? Oh my God, concentrate fire! Shoot! It's here! It's here! Hide! Do it now! Oh God. That sound! What is that?
That thing is putting out some kind of signal. Raiders lighten up. I think you're due for some company.
Put down your weapon. We just want to be friends.
They're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Am I even going the right way? I can't tell if I am or not. I feel like I'm in the wrong area. Let me see this. Of course.
Look at all of you, back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Is the plan going to still work now that we've got to clean up heat leeches and terramorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests, but knowing that the terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed.
Okay.
Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
Yeah, sure did. Kaiser's got all the samples in storage.
Best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Faye Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Guess we can't rule him out. Baby, this is alive and under UC custody.
I'm sorry, what? He's pulling my leg, right? Adrian?
No, I don't believe he is.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Faye Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
You really think it was him?
plenty of people out there with grudges against the UC, but he's the only one we know had any knowledge of the Lazarus plant. So right now, it's the only option we've got. Will you do it?
Do you want to come speak to
Captain,
him with me?
I truly don't. He's already shown he's taken an interest in you. I'll be a lot more useful in the lab right now than I would be grilling Francois. So do you think you could do it? Please?
Well, he and I are gonna have some words. I'll do what I can. He's not exactly a trustworthy source.
Whatever you can turn up is more than we have now. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here.
Okay.
Best of luck, Captain.
Gotcha.
And thank you for dealing with him.
Best of luck on your fact-finding mission.
Aw, man, really? Fucking hate Frostbite, dude. It's a pain in the ass. Well, hold on a minute. I'm right here. Let me see something. See weapons. I'll sell one of those. Sell that too. Sell that. Sell that. That's it. I'll keep a hold. I've been looking for one of those.
To Londinian and back, huh? Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'll head to my crew position.
Alright. Let's take off.
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here.
Apogee complete. We're in orbit.
Grav jump complete.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
So, were you eating at the Sagebrook? Or is it just a quick snap from the Terra Brew?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. clear. Enjoy your visit.
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Let me guess. You missed me and you couldn't stay away.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm dumb. I always forget that where I want to go is right here. Subsection 7.
Something for you when you have a moment.
Well, you do. Well, let's see what you got. You coming or what?
The two of us make quite the pair, eh? I do? You must have read my mind. Talk to you again soon, darling.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Alright. Never mind if I hit it opens the other way.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you
headed for Londinian of all places. I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Oh, we did, and a whole lot more.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
We found a recording of you discussing the use of Terramorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
I can hear it in your voice, Francois. Fear. You're afraid because you know you've been discovered.
You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Associate, who have you been working
All
with?
in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
It's obvious you're angry about what the UAC. It's obvious you're angry about what the UC did to you. This is petty revenge, nothing more.
Oh, my revenge was far from petty, Captain. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Please, no secret is so dangerous that you can't justify condemning so many lives.
Easy to say now, but at the time, I didn't know the Lazarus plant couldn't be plucked from the ground and used to cause even more death. I wasn't going to allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Orlays, what is the... How could you have coordinated all this for
It
me?
wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you're actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
And why the hell do you care if the UC? Why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure. Can't remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria. The pilot of the Warlock. The man I had to eliminate.
Yeah.
To hide my secret.
So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor? You're sick.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
What kind of honors are we talking here? What kind of honors are we talking here, man?
Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While, of course, they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result. And none of it would have happened without my intervention.
They'd be honoring me for cleaning up your messes.
You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Be grateful. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
You think I'm just going to forget the fact that you killed people to accomplish your good works?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't
Not
cost
very
lives,
many.
Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a
You
tramp
killed more people than I have,
So we
probably.
sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
What kind of work are we talking about here?
Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
Hope you enjoyed this talk, because once I tell the Cabinet, it'll probably be your last.
That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon, if you do the right thing.
Speak to Hadrian and Percival.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Cabinet Chambers, Interstellar Affairs. Okay. Now then. Oh wait, here you go. This. Right, yeah.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
David just confessed he organized the attacks from this side.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He made plenty of grand claims, but deep down he wanted revenge.
Killed all those people because of a chip on his shoulder and an obsession with his own status. That sounds like Ve Victus. Well, once we inform the Cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
What do you think the Cabinet will do
My
then?
hope would be that whatever connections he's got to the outside world disappear. Make sure his future schemes and machinations stay in his cell with him. But honestly, I'm not sure. He's in a unique position and has done a special kind of harm to the colonies.
He deserves punishment.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the Cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss.
This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Which method of dealing with the Terramorphs are you two leaning
Microbe
towards?
is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
So both approaches to clearing our worlds are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Asylees seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
Alright. What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Asylees?
Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Alright. Hold on, I'll be right back, chat. I gotta go use the restroom.
We shouldn't keep the cabinet waiting. Anything else we needed to discuss? Captain!
Alright, let's get back to it now. I'm back, so let's see, what do we think? What do you think the cabinet will do when they... What do you think the cabinet will do when they learn about Vivictus's involvement in the attacks?
It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned,
Got
you
that
could
right.
request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
Nothing else on my end. Let's head in
Here
there.
we go.
Alright.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to
Same
Hadrian's
here.
report and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
That's correct, ma'am. It was a deliberate attack.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
That report isn't the whole truth. Orlays helped, but Vivictus organized the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vivictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
What's going to happen to him?
That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
Can you ensure he has no more outside contacts? Use UC functionaries. Use UC functionaries to get his messages out.
That's truly disconcerting to hear. But cutting off Vivictus's contact with the outside world is likely to be just the beginning of his punishment.
Good. The world will be better without Vivictus in it.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, The three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
What sort of measures will UC be taking to protect the Lazarus plant?
Luckily, the natural hostility of Londinian makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinian is increased.
Agreed. That's the right call,
I'm
ma'am.
glad you think so. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Deploying the Aseles is the safest route. That's my vote.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
Here's hoping they'll be kept on a short leash.
That, madam, is most certainly the plan.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, You have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Cool. A legacy forged.
Heard the cabinet's assembled some kind of elite anti-terramorph unit. About damn time. Wonder if they're taking applications.
I gotta speak to him. Okay. Let's see what I do
I've
here.
gotta say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
I think you're meant. Can you tell me what a Class 1 citizen
It's
is?
a high honor. Have to do something big for the colonies to earn that sort of designation. Only ever met a couple myself, and certainly never given one orders. You should be real proud.
Okay. Being Commander, it's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your account now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Okay. Where's this realty office?
Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the Aphelion sign.
That's incredibly
Higher-ups wanted
generous.
to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
I'm ready to take on some terramorphs.
Take your time.
Yeah, I'm ready to take on some
Any chance
terramorphs.
to bag some bugs, right? Well, I can provide. Let me just check my...
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. See y'all later. Let's see. Save the game. No, save the game first. Alright. Catch you all on the next stream.